social media for business owners is entering a whole new era for 2025, and Instagram is leading the way with a life-changing opportunity for business growth that just isn't available on other platforms. And if this is the first time we're meeting, in just the last 12 months, I've made over $1.5 million for my business by leveraging the Instagram algorithm. So in this video, I'm sharing with you the 6 new strategies that you have to be using in 2025 and beyond if you're a business owner trying to hit 7 figures in the new year. So number 1 is you have to be using Threads. Threads, if you don't know, is the Instagram's version of something like Twitter, for example. But the reason why I want you to be using Threads is for 2 main reasons. Number 1 is because Threads is a really great platform for idea generation. Maybe you're like me 12 months ago, where whenever I got a really good idea, I would just go ahead and post it right in my Notes app. But the problem is it would never make it out of the Notes app. Just like you and your friends say the travel vacation you guys want to do next year never makes it out of the group chat, same thing. So what I want you to think about is Threads as your primary idea generation platform. And what is so unique about this is when you just post your original idea onto Threads, you're actually giving your audience and new audiences an opportunity to tell you if this is a good post. So for example, I recently made a post talking about why I left big cities and I moved to a more rural area in the United States. This post went mega viral and I couldn't believe it. So it gave me the idea to make a video on YouTube about why I left New York City and Miami and I moved to a small town. Now that I know this idea is proven, I could go ahead and actually spend more time scripting and ideating content and really making it a lot better for a different platform. But another reason why Threads is so great is exactly that. Threads is giving you the opportunity to be discovered by new audiences, and whenever a platform is new, whether it's Instagram or TikTok, the best time to be on the platform is when there's not a lot of people yet, because then your posts are going to be pushed out much further. Over the past few months, Threads have brought me millions of views to my profile. It's booked me a bunch of sales calls. It's got me a bunch of applications for my high ticket program. And it's even initiated even more DM conversations of people being like, hey, I discovered you on Threads. I want to learn more about you, which is the exact funnel you want to be following. And before we move on to step 2, if you're a business owner that wants to scale to 6 or 7 figures using my one social media sales system that I've taught over 350 content creators, check out the first link in the description because we're accepting new clients to our Signature Academy, where we've generated over $3 million in revenue for our clients. And it's personally helped me scale my business to over $2.5 million in just the last 24 months. So now let's get into step 2, which is Instagram Reels. I'm sorry, my friend, but Instagram Reels are not going anywhere. They're just getting bigger and better. Let me explain. When Instagram Reels first came out, we didn't really know what we were doing. A lot of stuff was going viral. Like I said, when you're a new mover on a new platform, or rather a new feature of a platform, you're gonna just have a skewed amount of reach, because once again, the creators of the platform want to incentivize you for using the new features. But now that Reels have been around many years, we have a ton of data. So what's gonna be working in 2025 is actually how we can use Instagram Reels as our top of funnel content. So what I mean by that is Reels have that insane virality potential where one of my clients even once received over 100 million views on one reel, and she grew her account from 10,000 followers all the way to 50,000 followers, and she only had to hit the algorithm one time. So you see, B-rolls are still gonna be the best way for you to grow your audience really fast and reach a ton of customers. But the problem is they don't convert as fast as a YouTube video would or someone from your email list. So what you wanna be using Reels for is the front end of your funnel, discoverability. And then we have to talk about the back end of your funnel on how you can actually turn those viewers into paying clients. But I have a whole bunch of other videos on that. So make sure you wait until the end, because I'm gonna show you the exact video that will help you implement that cold to warm to hot funnel on the back end of your Instagram account. And this kind of leaks into step 3 and secret number 3, which is talking head videos. So when I first grew my accounts in 2020 on TikTok, all I did was talking head videos. So I had a lot of trust with my audience, and I would just turn on the camera and I would just say whatever's on my mind. But then what I realized is, as I focused more and more on B-roll over the years, I realized that I kind of lost that personal touch with my audience through the talking head videos. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually having a mix of talking head and B-roll videos. So for example, my current content split is 7 B-rolls in a week and 3 talking heads per week. And I found this is a really even mix to get new people into my audience and to warm people up in the current audience and even to convert people who've been in the audience for a while. And step number 4 is that cold creators are out and warm creators are in. So what do I mean by that? A cold creator is someone who doesn't really answer their comments, they don't show up on stories, you don't really know much about their personal life, versus a warm creator really finds a way to blend the personal brand and the lifestyle content with the authority and the education. This is something that I've been doing for many years in my brand without really realizing it. So what I've come to realize at this point in time is that warm creators are going to dominate in 2025 because these platforms just keep getting louder and louder and more saturated than ever. So the more you can connect with your audience and you can blend your lifestyle with educational content and inspirational content, there's going to be a ton of space for you to grow your brand and create depth with your audience, which is the most important thing for you to do as a business owner using Instagram. And this next one, number 5, might be a little bit controversial, but I'm going to say it anyways. I believe very firmly that hashtags are losing their dominance. Let me explain. I've been doing a few tests on my Instagram account without telling anyone, and I'm actually realizing the posts without hashtags are performing a lot better than the ones with hashtags. Reason being is Instagram picks up a lot better on the SEO of the actual captions you're writing versus the specific hashtags, which is how it used to be back in the day. So instead of focusing so much on your hashtags, I want you to focus more on your captions and actually creating captions with captivating and compelling copy. And this brings me into the final strategy for 2025, which is leveraging AI. Now listen, when I was hearing about AI in 2022 and 2023, I was just kind of like, this isn't for me. 2024 was the year where I had no choice but to actually start using AI. Once I saw the wave of how many people were using it, I realized that I was just missing out. And I just didn't know how to use it the right way. So maybe you have a skill gap in AI, which is actually something that I had. So I paid my friend $500 to teach me everything she knew about ChatGPT. That one lesson in ChatGPT actually taught me so much that I could then go ahead and continue to use ChatGPT to speed up my content creation process. Now I've actually made it an integral part of my team training and team execution because we want to get more output with less time spent. So we've created a ton of templates and frameworks and so many things to feed into ChatGPT to get the same results over and over and over again at scale. Kind of like the same way I told you, if you want to have a repeatable outcome in your business, you need a repeatable input. So now that you know all the new Instagram strategies for 2025, I want to share with you a brand new Instagram growth guide that I created that has 77 of my best tips on how to grow on Instagram in 2025 and beyond. So all you have to do is check out the first link in the description to get the guide. And if you want to learn how to implement a backend sales funnel on the backend of your Instagram account, the same one that's generating me over $100K a month as a creator, go ahead and watch this video next.